All About Geminis. From May 21st to June 21st. Gemini is the third sign of the zodiac, and those born under this sign will be quick to tell you all about it. That's because they love to talk. It's not just idle chatter with these folks either. The driving force behind a Gemini's conversation is their mind. The Gemini born are intellectual inclined, forever probing people and places in search of information. The more information a Gemini collects, the better. Sharing that information later on with those they love is also a lot of fun, for Geminis are supremely interested in developing their relationships. The alliances with these folks are always enjoyable, since Geminis are bright, quick-witted, and the proverbial life of the party. Even though their intellectual minds can rationalize forever and a day, Geminis also have a surplus of imagination waiting to be tapped. Can a Gemini be boring? Never. Since Geminis are a mix of yin and yang, they are represented perfectly by the twins. The Gemini born can easily see both sides of an issue, a wonderfully practical quality. Less practical is the fact that you're not sure which twin will show up half the time. Geminis may not know who's showing up either, which can prompt others to consider them fickle and restless. They can be wishy-washy, too, changing their mood on a simple whim. It's this characteristic which readily suggests the mutable quality assigned to this sign. Mutable folks are flexible and go with the flow. Farther, the twins are adaptable and dexterous and can tackle many things at once. It's a good thing, too, when you consider their myriad interests. The downside of such a curious mind, however, can be a lack of follow-through. How much can any one person do anyway? Ruled by Mercury, Geminis exhibit a delicious brand of mercurial energy. They are quick-thinking, quick-witted, and fast on their feet, much like the messenger god of Roman mythology that rules their sign. Geminis are both curious and clever, which is why they are such a hit at cocktail parties. Although they talk a great game, they also love to learn and listen with any kind of luck. The twins will find themselves in interesting company, because if they don't, they are likely to get bored and start fidgeting. Any social setting is good to share themselves with their friends, while their effusiveness may be misconstrued as scheming by some. Geminis generally have their hearts in the right place. It's that simple energy which can also paint them as scatterbrained and unfocused. But behind all that zipping around, the twins are busily filing all that good data away. The element associated with Gemini is air. Air signs are the thinking person signs, and the twins don't disappoint. Those born under the sign prize intellect and consider it the key to all things. At work, they are the clearest of thinkers, looking at a project from at least two sides, and putting forth some logical and well-thought-out ideas. This quality makes Geminis an asset to any team, and while these folks are not inclined to take the lead, they are a most valuable component. It's also the Gemini's literary bent that allows them to offer a useful perspective in most any situation. The twins also enjoy bringing their objective reasoning and big picture ability into their personal relationships. While some may perceive all this logical thought as cold and unemotional, it's simple how these folks tick. They want to connect. They just do it their own way. Luckily for Geminis and their pals, their lightness of spirit and youthful exuberance help them to appear forever young. In keeping with that skip in their step, Geminis enjoy short road trips, and their agile minds and nimble hands ensure that they would change a tire if needed in no time flat. Is all of this twin energy more than any one person can handle? Maybe that's why there are two. When it comes to sports, Geminis would seem a natural for double tennis, as they are. And they are. They love the camaraderie of games and play, which is why they excel at team events. Whether it's volleyball or a game of charades, Geminis are always ready to play. A book club would certainly stimulate their literary minds. In a game of love, Geminis are playful, flirtatious, and endless fun. Physically speaking, Gemini rules the nervous system, which is why twins should practice yoga or deep breathing techniques. Layering themselves in soft yellows and blues will also calm their mood. The great strength of the Gemini born is in their ability to communicate effectively and to think clearly. Of the mind are what the twins are all about. This also love to share themselves with their friends, and they make for charming companions.